my tick, I'm getting good. Getting a little bit better, I'm climbing to the top. Never gonna stop, I'm getting good, oh shoot, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Oh Shoot. I am your host, Cassidy Lynn, and this is technically like my Thanksgiving episode because Thanksgiving just passed. It was like a couple days ago. This is definitely like a US thing. So if you're listening outside of the US, you probably don't care. But we had Thanksgiving. And yeah, I hope everyone had a great time doing whatever it is that you do for Thanksgiving. I personally probably had a good Thanksgiving. I'm recording this before Thanksgiving, so I can't say that I for sure had a good Thanksgiving. But I think what I'm most excited for when it comes to Thanksgiving is Black Friday shopping. And I know that literally has nothing to do with Thanksgiving, but my family just loves Black Friday. Like, yeah, we like Thanksgiving, but I think for the most part, we're all most excited for the shopping afterwards. And we do just like this all out, like we stay up all night if, you know, the mall's open. Cause like sometimes the malls aren't open all through the night anymore. Like they used to be, but because of 2020, they haven't been staying open. But we will be at the mall as soon as the mall allows us. And we just have so much fun. We go with my cousins and it's just a good time. So fun. I think this year we're actually going to a few thrift stores as well. You know, we want to just try something new. I personally love the deals that they have at thrift stores. But this episode is coming out on Cyber Monday, which means Black Friday is basically over, but Cyber Monday deals are here. So this episode is going to be kind of about Cyber Monday. Not really, but we're going to be talking about my Christmas wish list, the things that are good to ask for Christmas, photography related and not photography related. This episode is probably going to be a little bit shorter. I mean, come on, guys. It's, you know, we're in like the holiday week. Like I'm sure many of you either are just getting back to school today or maybe you have the day off still, whatever. But it's, you don't want to listen to me ramble for like that long. Okay. I get it. So we are going to talk about those things. We're also going to talk about a few other things. I feel like there's been a lot of random things on my mind lately. Yeah. So the first thing is, as far as like weather goes, I don't know if many of you know this, but I am in Michigan. That's where I live. And we got so much snow. Like literally Michigan doesn't usually snow until I would say like December. Like maybe we get like a little bit of snow, but we don't get like how much snow we got. We literally got like 3 feet of snow. So because of that, I have just been in the Christmas spirit. Like I just want to like skip Thanksgiving. And obviously at this point, Thanksgiving's past, but like with all the snow we've been getting, I am just like, let's skip Thanksgiving, let's go right to Christmas. And it was the type of snow that's really pretty and it like sticks to the trees. And usually that snow is like the first snowfall because the trees like don't have any snow on them yet. So like it's really, really pretty. But then past that, when you get snow again, usually it's not as pretty. So I wanted to really utilize the snow that we got. And I did a bunch of like snow pictures. I actually posted, some of them. Actually, I posted all of the pictures that I took in the snow. What am I saying? But I went out with my sister and did snow pictures. And I think this is what I like about photography so much is like I can just like randomly plan a shoot and it's work, but it doesn't feel like work because it's just like fun. So we went out in the snow and I really wanted to do like those cute pictures where like you lay in the snow and, you know, you're sitting in the snow, which obviously is not super comfortable for the people that you're shooting, but it turned out so cute. And all these times that I took snow pictures, I was trying to get it when the snow was like actively falling, because then you get like little pieces of snow like out of focus in the photo. And then you also get like snow on their clothes and stuff, which is really cute. So yeah, the photos turned out really cute. I also went and set up a tripod outside for me, Charlie, and our dog, Appa. And we took photos in literally just our backyard for like 5 minutes, but the photos turned out so cute. It was snowing so hard that day. So I was able to get like nice, cute, like falling snow. So yeah, I've been really feeling the snow pictures lately. And I just kind of realized as I was taking these photos and posting them this week that some of you might not even like ever get snow where you live and you don't really know what that's like. So yeah, it's just like, it's different, but it's been snowing here. It's been super fun. As far as this week goes, this past week, you guys probably know that Taylor Swift released tickets and like her tickets went on sale and it was like this whole crazy thing. Well, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my experience with this. So I got Taylor Swift tickets, okay? And the reason that I got them was because I'm going with myself and my sister and our 2 friends. And all 3 of them, besides me, got like the verified fan thing where they were able to get in like with the tickets, like with the first release of the tickets. So they were able to get like the first round of tickets, and only one person out of all 4 of us, or I guess all 3 of us, got in. And it was my sister that actually got in and was able to buy the tickets. But the other 2 of my friends, like literally were still waiting in the queue when we got the tickets. So we got the tickets. It actually wasn't as stressful as like everyone else had their experience. Like ours was pretty chill. But the reason that I'm saying this, okay, is because I was on my TikTok today and a video popped up and it was of this girl saying that she is willing to trade her wedding photography services for free Taylor Swift tickets. Okay. So the demand for these tickets is so high that people are like willing to trade like thousands of dollars worth of services for these tickets. Honestly, kind of smart. Like if you really want tickets, why not put it out there? Her video had like over 40,000 likes. Like it was going viral. Like it was definitely getting there. And I just thought that was so interesting. Like, I don't know if I personally would do that, but also like if you really want the tickets, like you go and you get those tickets. Honestly, I think it's so smart. And this photographer had so many comments and people like offering their tickets already. So honestly, you do what you got to do to get what you want. Like, good for her. At this point, as I'm watching this video though, I was thinking like, I don't know how you guys feel about trading services, but I personally love trading services, especially if it's something that I would be doing already. So for example, like getting my hair cut or my hair colored or, going to the Taylor Swift concert, whatever it is, like getting a cup of coffee. If it's something that you do regularly, like why not be able to get that for free in exchange for your services? I think that's just like a really good way to save money, but it's also a good way to just support each other. A good service swap. I love it. I do this sometimes with my hairstylist where I take photos of her team. She does my hair for free. Like it's a win-win. So this is kind of a similar scenario. And I think you do what you got to do to get those Taylor Swift tickets. Like good for you. I personally think that when you are trading services, it's kind of like it stretches you a little bit. For me, it stretches me really far outside my comfort zone because I'm not the type of person to like pitch myself at all. That makes me feel like really uncomfortable when I have to pitch myself. So, yeah, it's a fun idea if you ever are like wanting to kind of branch out a little bit and like maybe try different niches in photography, or maybe you just like are getting started in photography and just want to get your name out there. A service trade is so genius. Like with a coffee shop, like a local coffee shop, with a restaurant, with your local dentist, whatever it is, like all press is good press, right? right? So like being able to get your name out there it's always going to be a good thing, at least in my opinion. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to say before we get into my Christmas list. Lately I've been getting a lot of brand deals, and I don't really talk about this in my podcast too much, but I've been getting a lot of brand deals. And I kind of like whispered this because I kind of feel like, I don't know, a lot of people don't talk about like being an influencer and like getting brand deals and getting paid to post stuff. Like some people talk about it, but for the most part, like I feel like people don't really talk about it that much. So I have been getting a lot of brand deals, and I'm like, are we like influencing over here? Obviously, like I know I have like large followings, but sometimes it doesn't always feel like that because I just feel like I'm posting for my friends, you know, like I just post stuff for my friends, and like everyone that follows me is my friend. But like I just don't really ever think about the fact that brands view that as an opportunity to advertise. So I've been getting a lot of brand deals, and I think especially with like the holidays and Black Friday, that's like a big thing for brands. Like they really want to advertise during that time. So I think that's why I'm getting a lot of deals right now. But this just wasn't really something that I expected when I first started my social media accounts. And it just goes to show, like, I really truly believe that social media opens so many doors for you that you just don't even realize, but you have to like put the time and effort into social media. Like, I think social media changes people's lives completely. Like, for example, Charlie D'Amelio, the queen of TikTok, she like started TikTok basically way back in like 2019. So her now she's on Dancing with the Stars. She literally is like a full-blown celebrity. So I think it's really cool how social media, it just puts you in front of people that you would have never been put in front of otherwise. And I'm kind of seeing that with myself. Not obviously I'm not Charlie D'Amelio, but like these brands that otherwise would have had no idea who I am or what I do are reaching out to me and they want to work with me. And they're not all photography brands either, which I think is really cool. Like it's like random brands. Like I just did a brand deal with QuickBooks, and I just did some stuff for them. So yeah, it's really cool. And I might end up doing an episode on like how to get started and how all of that got started for me. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. Let me know. Okay. So let's get into it. We are going to be talking about wish lists, my personal wish list, and my photography wish list. And when I say photography wish list, I want you guys to know I'm not actually going to send that to people because my photography expenses are like write-offs. So I don't want someone else buying me that stuff unless it's like a photography thing that I'm using like personally, like a Polaroid or something like that. But my photography wish list is just like things that I probably will be buying for myself. Okay. And yes, I had a long intro this week, but I just, it's Thanksgiving. It's chill. Okay. I had a lot to say. Okay. So things that I'm asking for personally, my list is not very long. I really, really struggle coming up with like my Christmas list. And I don't know. I've been seeing TikToks where people are like, I'm an impulsive buyer. Like I never know what to put on my Christmas list because I literally buy myself everything that I want. And I'm like, I think that's me. I literally think that is me. Like I think I'm the person that I just buy. If I want something, like I'll just go and buy it. And so I don't really have anything to put on my list. So my list is kind of small. I'm sure I'll come up with more stuff as I like just think about it more. I also find that like during my normal routine, I'll be like, oh, I should replace this. I'll ask for that for Christmas. So like today I was like, oh, I should get a new toothbrush. I should get a new hairbrush. Like, no, I'm not adding that stuff to my Christmas list, but it's just funny. Okay. So the first thing I'm asking for is a new robe. I love robes, like fresh out the shower, hopping in a robe, doing my makeup. For me, that's the vibe. So I'm asking for this robe that I found on Amazon. By the way, I'll like link my lists in the description of this episode if for some reason you want to see like what I'm actually asking for. So I'm asking for this robe. It's like ankle length. And for me, I feel like that's just a really big thing because I get really cold. So I'm like, I need a long robe. So I'm asking for a robe this year. I got a robe like 2 years ago for Christmas and I loved it, but I just need a new one. So yeah, I think that kind of also helps with like self-care. And yeah, I feel like robes are a good investment. So that's why I'm asking for it. I'm also asking for a Hatch alarm clock. I personally haven't heard about Hatch, like in this alarm clock that they have until like a couple months ago. I've had multiple people mention it to me. And I think for me right now, I'm really struggling with like waking up. I don't know if it's like daylight savings or what, but I really struggle waking up. Like I used to be so good at like whenever my alarm went off, I pop right up out of bed, start getting ready. But lately I've been just like laying there and like, I don't know, I'm not sleeping. Like I just lay there. So I'm hoping that getting this alarm clock is going to kind of help me wake up easier. This alarm clock is the one that like brightens the room slowly as your alarm gets closer and closer. So it's like supposed to illuminate the sun and act like the sun in your room. So it's not going to be like pitch black when you wake up. And I think that's also like a big reason why I have a hard time waking up is because it's very, very dark in my room. So yeah, I'll be asking for the Hatch alarm clock. Why do I kind of feel like this is a business expense though? Because me waking up equals me getting ready for the workday, right? Like, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so the next thing that I'm asking for is new pants. We love, there comes a point in your life when you transition out of asking for like clothes for Christmas and then you ask for like home stuff. And I'm in that point where I ask for home stuff for Christmas. But there are these really cute pants that I heard on a podcast. Like these girls were talking about these pants and they're so cute. They're from Our Place is what it's called. And they're just like cute pots, cute pans. And you can like store them on your stove too. So like they're cute enough that you can leave them out. Like after you wash them, you don't have to put them away. So I've been really wanting these since last year, but I didn't ask for them last year. So I think I'm going to try to get these pots and pans this year. I'm not like big on cooking. I'm not. I don't know if you guys have ever thought about me cooking before, but it just like doesn't really work. I'm not very good at making things. I try, but I'm not very good at it. So I think like getting these pots and pans is really going to help me cook more, right? Like when they're cute pans, that means I'm going to want to cook more. Yeah. That just in my head, that just makes sense. Okay. So the last thing that I'm asking for is like a cute to go cup, like just a nice warm drink to go cup. I'm really picky about my cups and like when I take a cup to go, okay, so we have these Yetis and they're like the ones that have a handle and they don't fit in the cup holder in our car. So I'm not like a huge fan of those. So I kind of want like just one that fits in the cup holder, but is still like cute. We have like these Stanley ones that fit in the cup holder, but they like really trap in the heat. And I feel like I have to wait like 5 hours to drink it. So yeah, I'm going to be asking for a new cup. Don't really know which cup. I probably also am going to ask for like a Stanley tumbler because I don't drink water, guys. It's so bad. I do, but I don't. Like I'll go like a day without drinking water and then I'll be so thirsty and then I'll drink for like 5 minutes straight. I'll have like 5 cups of water. But like I need like a good and fun way to consume water. I feel like at this point it just needs to be like fun. So yeah, that is the last thing that I'm going to ask for on my personal Christmas list. Now let's get into my photography Christmas list. Okay. Like I mentioned, these are things that I'm just buying these for myself. Okay. Like no one's buying these from me but myself. But like, that's fun, right? Like, little Christmas gift to myself from my business. So fun. So some of these I've already posted on TikTok or Instagram, but some of these I haven't. The first thing is a mini SD card case. So the reason that I chose this is because I feel like this could be something that someone else could get you because it's not super expensive, but it's so helpful. So let me kind of break down my logic as to why I think that this is a good thing to have. So for me, I have right now these 2 SD card cases, but they're gigantic. Okay. My first one is like probably like 10 inches by 8 inches and it's thick. It's like an elephant SD card case. This I have linked in my Amazon storefront too. But the reason that I want like a smaller one is because this one obviously is too big, but then I have another one that's a little bit smaller that I use for like, if I'm shooting a wedding, I'll like put my active cards, like the ones I just finished shooting on in there. So I know, okay, these are the ones I need to import. But the problem that I run into is sometimes I don't have time to import my photos and I have to hop over to a coffee shop or, I'm going on a plane and I need my SD card with me, but I don't want to bring these big cases that I have. Well, this is like a pocket size SD card case. It's literally a keychain. It's probably like 3 inches by 2 inches. It's super small. It's big enough to hold 4 SD cards. And I just feel like it's so cute. I'm a big fan of like little small things. You know how like if something's smaller, it's just cuter. Like that's how I feel about this little SD card case. So that is one of the things that I have on my photographer wish list. That's something that I did post on TikTok and Instagram though. So if you follow me on there, you're probably like, Cassidy, shut up, move on. I will. Okay, here we go. So the next thing, and I feel like I cannot say this enough, it's the Lacy 2 terabyte rugged hard drives. You could literally just Google Lacy hard drive and it's going to pop up. They're the hard drives that have the orange ring around them. Okay. So they're like padded, and they're just really good hard drives. They're cheap. So they're not like uber expensive, but they're also just like, they work well. They're not necessarily the fastest or the best thing out there, but for the price, most people who are looking for a hard drive in that price range will end up defaulting to these Lacy hard drives because they're so good for the price. Very portable. I don't ever feel like I need to like put them in a case or anything because they have like the little orange like padding around it. So these are great thing to put on your Christmas list. Great thing to just buy for yourself. Today's Cyber Monday, so I'm sure they have a Cyber Monday deal on this. If you're like me, I fill up my hard drives so quickly. Like I think this busy season, I went through 3 hard drives, 3 2 terabyte hard drives. And then I have backups of all of those. So I actually went through 6. So it's very expensive. So this would be a great thing to buy for yourself. Just like stock up. I feel like it's good to just like have hard drives ready too, like extra ones, new ones, stored away and ready to go. Because during busy season, if you run into a situation where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm importing these photos from this wedding I shot yesterday and I don't have enough space on my hard drive and I've sorted everything. There's no room to get rid of anything. No space, but I need to get these previews out, right? You don't want to have to wait like the 2 days it takes for, a hard drive to come in from Amazon. If you want to run to Best Buy, sure, go do that. But like, if you just have those hard drives ready to go, you got them on Cyber Monday, Black Friday, more power to you, honestly. The next thing that is on my list, and this is more if you're just like a content creator, but there are these little, it's called an Octobody suction phone mount for your phone case, I think. But basically what it is it's a little thing that you stick onto a phone case. It's like just a little pad. You stick it onto your phone case and the back side of the pad is filled with suction cups. So you can stick it onto a wall or you can stick it onto a window. This is basically for anyone that like doesn't have a tripod or wants like good lighting when they're filming stuff. It is so helpful. If you just go up to a window, you can just stick your phone right on the window, film whatever you got to film. Perfect lighting, like definitely worth it. I think it was literally like $8 on Amazon. Okay. Worth it. 100%. The next thing that I got are these little like desk cubes. And I say got, but like these are just things that like are on my wish list. Some of these things I already have. They're these little cubes that go on your desk and they organize your cables. So they have like a little slot on it and like your cable goes in it, and then like it sits on the side of your desk and you can just like grab whatever cable you need whenever you need it. Keeps them nice and organized. They're not just like hanging all over your workspace. That's something that I struggle with, is just like having a dirty workspace and like never cleaning it up. So these cubes really help me with just the slob that I am sometimes. The other thing I have on my wish list is just like a cute little lamp for my desk. I really am learning that the vibe of the area that you work in is so important and contributes so highly to your productivity and your motivation. If you like the space that you work in, you really vibe in it, like you're just so excited to go and work, that really is going to impact your work ethic. Like at the end of the day, it is. So if let's say you don't have an office, but you have a desk that you can work at, maybe it's just like the kitchen table, like really go out of your way to make sure that area is clean. Like you have a candle lit, or like it's just a cute area and like you really like to work there. Okay. Like you like your view that you have, maybe it's a coffee shop, whatever. The reason I'm saying this is because I ordered a little lamp for my desk, and this is part of my wish list because I felt like my office was really dark, especially like with daylight savings. 3 p.m. comes around, and in Michigan, it starts to get really dark. So I got a new lamp for my desk, and I feel like that really has helped with just like my mindset as far as working goes. Yeah. So get a new lamp, get a diffuser, whatever it is, a cute little vase with some flowers in it, whatever it is that makes you feel motivated to work. That's going to be on my wish list. Motivation is on my wish list. Okay. I also, on my wish list is someone to edit all my galleries for me. Actually, I kind of joke about this, but Charlie has been editing all my galleries for me recently. And he's been doing a great job. So thank you, Charlie, for doing that. Sometimes when you like go through busy season, you have so many galleries and you're so excited to edit them, like right when you shoot them. But then, 3 weeks later, you're not as excited because it's not like your most fresh or most recent gallery. So it can be kind of hard at this point. I feel like, where a lot of people are winding down, but you still have a lot of work to do, a lot to edit. So I feel you. Motivation, that is definitely on the wish list this year. A universal lens cap. This is great if you're someone that loses your lens caps, if you're someone that just like doesn't have a lens cap. They're universal. So they're like these little stretchy things and they go over your lenses. It can go over any size lens. But I highly recommend this if you just don't want to go like order replacements for your specific lenses. I know it can be confusing, like which lens caps to get, whatever. Just get like a universal one. You can put it on one lens. Maybe you find that lens cap later. You put it on another lens, whatever. They're so, so helpful. And they're literally like $15. Okay. We're over here. I try to make this list like pretty affordable, because there are little things that help my life that aren't like the most expensive thing in the world. So yeah, don't worry. I got you. I literally say that. And the next thing on my list is a literal $2,000 lens. So I don't have like a ton of gear on my list this year, only because I feel like I have enough gear, to shoot. I feel like I have everything that I need. I have 3 camera bodies. Obviously Charlie shoots with me, but I have enough camera bodies. I have plenty of lenses, multiple flashes. So it's like, I don't really need anything gear wise, but I was thinking about it. And I actually do kind of want a 24-70 lens, the f2.8 24-70. A lot of people really like this lens for video. A lot of people really like this lens for travel. I've used a 24-70 before, and I love how versatile it is. I love how I can get a really wide shot, or I can get a shot of something like across the room. You know, like that 70 focal length is like so good. So I think this is making it on my wish list. I was looking at some deals, I think it was yesterday, and I think it was Zeiss. Yes, I think Zeiss has a discount on their 24-70. It probably is for Cyber Monday too, but I was looking at it for Black Friday. So I probably will be getting that. Let's be real, because yeah, sometimes you just need something to kind of spice up your photography. If you feel like you're in a rut, or you just, I don't know, things get repetitive. And I do feel like a good like change of lens can get you there, you know? So I will be asking for the 24-70. I will be asking myself to buy myself a 24-70. Okay, next thing. I think I might be getting a double harness camera strap thing. And I've been putting off getting one of these for so long because I feel like it looks really intimidating. To have two camera bodies on you at once is so intimidating looking. Like, it's just a lot, right? Like visually. But there are scenarios where I wish I would be able to just pick up one lens and then plop down my camera and shoot on another camera that has a different lens. It is helpful. And for me, like, I've been having to go back to my camera bag, you know, in the middle of a wedding, swap my lens out, go take my photos. And then like, I'll want like an 85 for the shots of like my couple exchanging rings, but then I want my 35 for the kiss and the exit. And you can't do both. Like, if you shoot weddings, you know that the rings happen and the kiss happens like 30 seconds after. So you really can't swap in between. So I might be getting a double harness, like camera strap thing. I just, like I said, I do feel like they're really intimidating. So I've been holding off getting one. And there are times where like, if I'm shooting with Charlie, I can like have him hold my extra camera. Like, he shoots on the camera that I want for the exit. And, you know, we swap whatever, like while we're just standing there. But sometimes I don't always shoot with him. So I might be getting one of these. I don't know. I always told myself not to, but like, I think it's coming down to it. I do think it's going to happen. Next thing on my photographer wish list. We're getting pricey over here. I'm so sorry, guys. I think I want maybe an iPad. And I know iPads can be so cringy, but like for editing, I really feel like an iPad could be it. And like getting like the magic pen, and like, I don't know, I've been watching people like use like Procreate on their iPad. Is it called Procreate? It's like that program where you like draw and just like make fun graphics and stuff. And I just feel like there's a lot that I don't even know how to do in Photoshop, but I could figure out on an iPad. Also for editing, that would be super nice to like be able to edit on an iPad. So I don't know, guys. I might be getting an iPad. Maybe they have like good like Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals. But as I say that, I literally feel like Apple's like the last person to do a deal. So maybe not. And the last thing that I might be getting is a new podcast mic. I've had this for like, at this point, it's like a year and a half. And I might be getting a new one because I got to switch things up. You guys know me. I'm always switching things up, getting new things, upgrading. I love it. Okay, that's the end of my list. That's it. Like I said, everything is linked in the description of this episode if you want to like visually see any of the things that I'm talking about. But honestly, I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here. I hope all of you had a great Thanksgiving. And at this point, if you are not in the holiday spirit, get in the holiday spirit. Come on. I am so excited. We're putting up our Christmas tree. I think at this point, we probably already have it up, but like we go and pick out like a real one and like spend the whole day like drinking hot chocolate and like listening to Christmas music and like putting the tree up. It's just so fun. So if you're not in the holiday spirit already, please get into the holiday spirit because it is time. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I would love for you to rate and review the podcast. If you haven't already, you can do that on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whichever one that you listen to. Remember, you can always find these podcasts on YouTube as well if you like to put my face with my voice. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day and hope all of you had a great Thanksgiving.